Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Winter's Wish, going to wrap up Kinji today. We finished and got our beautiful ending last time, and it was lovely. But right now, although, I'll be fair, it was a little plot heavy, wasn't it? Huh. Now, I don't remember the other ones being like I feel like Kuga's had a little more fluff at the end. And I'm like, now my brain is blanking on Yoichi or like Tojo's. But I do feel like there was a lot of like, oh, let's figure out some more of the plot, like Tayabo Kuni's kind of story. And then it was like Kinji finally telling us like that he loves us and had been saying those words out loud. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it's over. And it's like, there was I mean, I guess maybe they're all like that, but I don't know. Huh. I think it's just I'm disappointed because I want more Kinji. I'm not really disappointed. I'm disappointed. I want more Kinji, absolutely, but it's like, why was there not more? But it's perfect. Anyway, also gonna run an extra part compared to what I was anticipating. I'm sorry, I'm getting on. Oh my god. I don't know what it is. I've been very tired the last couple of days. But yeah, so we're gonna get our horrible endings. We're gonna get our short bad end and our sorrow/tragic end. It's the tragic end. And that's where we've started, on the tragic end. So, we or Kinji are gonna die here, basically. One of us. It's probably gonna be us, to be fair. So, this is where we're fighting Okuni, and instead of distracting her, we're gonna pray harder. And it was like, death. Please, protect Kinji. For a moment, I felt concerned about the Celestial Maiden's robes, but there was no way I could ignore Kinji's peril. There was a piercing pain in the back of my head, and my body felt like it was being burned in a fire. Yeah, we're dead. But even so, I wouldn't stop my prayer. From where I was standing, I heard Okuni's pained voice, loud and clear. And as the strength behind her attacks waned, Kinji was also able to dodge the blows. I'm so glad. Hey, did you forget about me? Okay, and now this is where Otaro burns everybody. But see, and Otaro also busting everyone into flames because, everyone's got the talismans or whatever. What if people didn't have a talisman and Otaro was willing to risk it? I don't know. Is that sus or is he just crazy? Maybe he's just crazy in a good way. Okay, so that was all stuff we read and then it just ended, so. Oh. And Spacey had turned into a Blightfall because of the Celestial Maiden's robes, I'm assuming. Spacey was likely a special Blightfall like Okuni. Rather than the familiar shape of a spider, she stood there with the appearance of a human. And like Okuni, she was cloaked in robes knitted from black threads. As soon as her eyes opened, black threads shot out from Spacey's body and enveloped the entirety of the playhouse. She had revived the threads that Otaro's quick thinking had managed to burn. I'm assuming we're Kinji. I'm just reading as if we're Kinji, but... This is sad because he's gonna have to kill us. Speaking of, where is Otaro? I just hope that Kyohiko and the other members of the audience are safe. I looked around and spotted Otaro and Kyohiko hanging by black threads from the ceiling. It seemed that they had been caught by the black threads that Spacey shot out earlier. Okay, we are Kinji. But it was not just the two of them. Tatsunosuke, Ruriko, and the audience were all hanging from the ceiling as well. That's so sad. They're gonna leave it up to Kinji to have to kill me. So this must mean that Spacey is more powerful than Okuni. Spacey tilted her head to the side. Strangely, her face was not wearing the familiar Blightfall mask. But the air around her was that of a Blightfall, and more importantly, I saw her using her power. Spacey, do you recognize me? Spacey's shoulders twitched and she ran towards Okuni as if fleeing from me. No, it's all right. You were scared, weren't you? Did you not like being pet? I did. It felt like being pet by my mother, so I was happy. Wait, are you maybe my mother? If that's what you think, then maybe so. Mother! My oh my, you're so needy, Spacey. I've been waiting to meet you, Mother. Please don't leave me again. Of course I would never leave you behind, my adorable daughter. I'm so happy. I love you, Mother. Genji is just like, the look on his face is like, I'm so fucking over this shit. You know, inside his heart's got to be breaking because he's going to have to kill us, but she's only making that face because she believes Okuni is her mother. Even though I know that, someone other than I was able to bring out such joy in her. The thought alone makes my blood boil. Oh, now he's mad. Mother! Spacey! Get away from Okuni this instant! That woman is not your mother. She's the whole reason you've become like that. Mother, that man is scary. As I said, Okuni is not your mother. Calm down, and this will only make her more frightened. I must talk to her in a gentle voice like I'm trying to persuade her. I apologize for raising my voice. It is dangerous to be by Okuni's side. Now, come here to me. No! Spacey. He's mad at me! The threads around his neck are all red! I know that red means mad! Oh no. Spacey can see the threads of emotion. Even after becoming a Blightfall, that hadn't changed. And as she pointed to my neck, Spacey shook her head. That's so sad, because obviously he's not mad at her, he's mad at this whole situation. Oh, poor baby. Mother, I'm so scared. It's all right. If those threads scare you, then let's dye them black. What are the threads of sadness? Probably blue. Were they blue? I think they were. Oh, he's gonna turn blue real fast. Black? Why, yes, dear. Yours and mine are black. If everyone is dyed black, there's nothing to be afraid of, because then they'll all be our friends. Yeah, if that's what you say, then I'll do what Mother says. Good girl. I'm going to check on my lover, so I'll leave this to you. You know what you must do, right? Yes, Mother, have a nice trip. I won't let... You won't get in Mother's way! I blocked Spacey's attack at the last moment. Okuni, wait! Go away, scary man! That's gonna hurt him even more, poor thing. It seems that her fighting style is the same as Okuni's, but each strike is heavy. Oh my god, are we gonna kill Kinji? Oh my god, this is gonna be even more depressing. Spacey, return to your senses! Spacey, I'm begging you, please wake up. Shut up! So this means my voice is not reaching her. I'm only barely able to fend off her attacks because I wield this sword imbued with her prayers. And the person backing me into a corner is the same one keeping me alive. How ironic. Hurry up and disappear! For some reason, Spacey had released more threads at the audience rather than at me. A man with black threads wrapped around him foamed at the mouth and started to twitch when... He spat out blood and died. When he did so, a bright light emitted from his body, and Spacey absorbed it through the black thread. Yum! That was delicious! Wow, we're crazy. She smiled innocently, forcing me to face the cruel reality of her truly becoming a Blightfall. Now it's over! The strike was heavier than before and sharper. She must have absorbed the human's life force and strengthened the attack of her robes. What? Why are you still standing? Fine then, I just have to take more. I don't know why I'm reading her like she's a different person than us, but like, we've gone a little crazy, so it's okay, right? I cannot let her commit any more atrocities. I raced forward and deflected the black threads that shot toward the audience with my sword. I'm managing to fend her off, but there's no telling how long I can do this for. My right arm was already stained with blood. That I was still able to move it was a mystery even to myself. Despite the situation, the only thing that comes to mind is all the memories I've made since meeting you. The time we worked together in the entertainment district. How I thought of you as just a cute little lady, before realizing how surprisingly useful you are. I don't know if that feels like the compliment you meant it to be. And there were times I was disappointed at you for being like my previous owner. A human who did nothing but push their own emotions on me. You know, that explains a lot. I wasn't really thinking about that. When he got mad at us for like whatever, like, why do you care? Like, when we had the argument and then later he explained about the owner of the hairpin and like, yeah, that makes sense. I was beyond surprised at the time. I never imagined you could hold such intense emotions. But the thing is us pushing our emotions on him was more like, you should just care about yourself. And he was like, you're pushing your emotions on me. Because he's got trauma response and we just don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, that's so adorably sad. I was born as a vessel. I've met my fair share of humans. I've also met many who have confessed their love to me. But you were the only one who saw me. The true me. This is so sad. This is why it's the tragic end, isn't it? Not as the kabuki actor Kin. You liked me, even when I was simply Kinji. Okay, that explains why everyone calls him Kin. Like, that's his kabuki actor name. But, like, I don't remember them ever saying that before. It was just people got, like, the brothel owner and people kept calling him that. I'm like, why do they keep calling him that? I never realized that's like his stage name. I don't know if they ever explained that. Did they? Somebody in one of the parts where I'm like, why is he calling him Kin? Probably explained it to me, but that part hasn't gone up yet. So, fair enough. Now I understand. By the time I asked you to make me fall in love with you, it was I that had already fallen for you. It was too late. It may be far too late now, but I wish I could have properly told you. Oh, that makes it even better that in the good end he doesn't tell you that he loves you because, like, we know how he feels, but he never said it, and now he's gonna... Oh, we're both gonna die, aren't we? One of us is gonna die. Spacey, I like you. I did not mean to say it out loud. Before I could stop myself, the words had come out of me. A self-deprecating smile appeared on my face at the realization of how easy it was. But I'm glad that I was able to say it before the end. End of who? Oh, feels like at the end of Kinji. There was no longer any strength in my right arm. Oh, he gave up. My sword was knocked away. You could just tell by the fact that he wasn't in his fighting stance. Oh, God. All that was left was to wait for the death she would grant me. However, no matter how long I waited, the pain of death did not arrive. Thinking it strange, I opened my eyes. The robes had stopped right before they would stab through me. Spacey. She was shedding tears with an expressionless face. My chest tightened with pain. Ow, bird! Then I don't want to pet you if you're gonna be mean and bite. You're a jerk. Kill me. It wasn't as if I hadn't predicted this request. Kill me. Please, Kinji. I understand. Even if Spacey hadn't made the request, I had promised to her that I would perform the snow sacrament in this very situation. I picked up the sword I dropped. Oh! such a tragically beautiful CG. Like, the colors are so beautiful. Like, the patterns on the robes and everything, and his little angry eyebrows, dressed like a courtesan stabbing us. Oh, it is such a tragically beautiful CG. I love it and I hate it at the same time. I took the blade, heavy as lead, and plunged it into her without hesitation. She spat bright red liquid from her mouth. It drenched my face. It drenched my hair. The strike must have hit her organs. Her body trembled even harder. Spacey, it's not the kind of trembling he wanted to make me do, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to. This hurts too much. This must be what they mean when they say one's heart is shattered into 1,000 pieces. Though my chest felt like it was being torn apart, I still had to fulfill Spacey's wishes. But any more than this is... Can't... Gee... I quickly raised my head, surprised at how she could still speak. Thank you. Spacey, how could you still be like this, even now? Oh, he's laughing like a madman. Oh no. I've done it. I killed her. I shall become a Blightfall too. A mask-like object appeared on my face. Oh, no! It was only a matter of time before I would become a complete Blightfall. How pathetic, to become a Blightfall without accomplishing anything. Yeah, and you don't even have your Blightfall lever because you just stabbed us. At this rate, I'm no different than my owner. But I have no regrets about this ending. I do. I met Spacey and I loved her. 'Twas only for a short while. Nevertheless, I was happy. If I had but one wish. Let us fall in love again in the next life. Stop it. The glass ornament that she once called beautiful broke apart and scattered to the floor. And we died like at the end of the play. He stabbed me and then himself. That is, and then like it's so much worse because then obviously after, like the game knows which route you're on and which one you ended. Like when you're in the middle of a save and you come back, it always is a random character on the main screen, but at the end of any route, it's always the character, the end for the ending you got. And it's just so sad, that ending, and then here's beautiful fucking Kinji, and you're like, stop it, don't hurt me like that. Oh, I love it. I hate it. I mean, I hate it because bad endings suck. But, like, I love it because it was so fucking tragic. It was a beautifully tragic ending where you were like, oh, God, that's so wrong. I hate you for that. But it's good, you know what I mean? All right, so we're going to get the short bad end now. So, we're going to tell him I'm nervous here. Oops, nope. I'll be honest and oh, whoops. Okay, I'll be honest and tell him I'm nervous, and then now it's just... Wait. No. No, hold on a second. I can't figure out... Wait. Okay, yeah, but... Not auto. Bird, I need my hand back. Play red. Okay. It was force red. It was on force red. I hit a button. So we told him I was nervous. We might have skipped a couple lines. Because it should only be skipping the red stuff. And it should stop. But it was forcing through. I was like, really? There was no, like, I clicked the button, but I'm like, oh, it skipped the line. And then it started automatically skipping everything. And then I noticed it said force red. I really hate when that happens accidentally. It's probably times that I accidentally drop my thing or whatever, or I'm pushing wrong buttons. Like, accidentally hit it and don't realize, because nothing happens at the time, but... So, anyway, it's fine. Does this one have a skip to next choice? It might, but it's totally fine. Oh, it does. Okay. I feel like I probably asked that on every single one. We don't use it on the common routes because it's a nice refresher to go through again and be like, what was going on? Anyway, so I should do what's right for me and be straightforward with my feelings. Kinji, I like you. Without putting on any airs, I told him how I felt. Well, is your heart pounding? Not at all. Ugh. I lowered my shoulders. A love letter didn't work. Neither did telling him in my own way. Making Kinji fall in love with me isn't going to be easy. However, that foolishly earnest part of you is very you. Much better than that love letter from earlier. Spacey, do your best to make me fall in love with you. He said he wasn't interested at all, but he's still encouraging me? You better not feel bad about it later. Now then, there's no use in standing around talking, so let's continue our conversation at the tea house. And then, okay. I don't feel like that was a bad option for that one. But obviously it's not the right option, but call out to the courtesan. Everyone! Touch my man and I'll kill you! I can't believe she said that. She didn't. Kinji is my customer, so I would appreciate it if you backed away. Oh my goodness, she's taking it seriously. What? Huh? If you're so in love with Kinji, you should have just said something like, don't take my Kinji. Well, that's, it was embarrassing just imagining it. I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've seen such a handsome man, I couldn't help but seduce him. I don't actually want to share a bed with him. In any case, you really do love him, don't you? You don't know what you're getting into, honey. Speaking of which, wasn't Kinji single? Too bad we can't be his lawful wife. Not with our standings. Usually we just become the mistress. What about you? What kind of relationship do you want with Kin? I'm guessing you want him to redeem you and take you in as a mistress? That's kind of interesting. Our standing, we can't ever be his wife. But Ruriko could become Tatsunosuke's wife. And it said in the thing that Kinji's just a commoner who's a kabuki actor. So, like, it's not like he's a samurai or anything like that. You know what I mean? Where, like, if this were Kuga's right, you'd be like, oh, he's technically a samurai, so we can't be his wife because we're not good enough. You know what I mean? But, like, Kinji's a commoner. So, why can't we be a commoner's wife? Huh. Unless it's just because he's such a famous kabuki actor that he's a step above a normal commoner. I don't know, but you know what I mean? Like, so, like, interesting. Or since he's single, are you going to aim high and try to become his wife? I mean, and that's, so now they're saying that, so I don't, that's really weird. I don't know. Well, I was bombarded by so many questions that I became flustered. I still haven't thought that much. I'm happy just being with Kinji. Hey, did you hear that just now? How does a girl grow up to be so innocent? Kin performed her Mizuage and it's still coming here regularly, right? But I heard he hasn't made up his mind about redeeming her, so he's put it on a hold. Is that true, Kin? Wow, there's a lot going on in this one. I like that we get to hear this side of it though, because like there's a lot. The elder sisters surrounding me turned as one to Kinji. It is the truth, but that's none of your business, is it? He had seemed annoyed earlier, but he hadn't let his bad mood show on his face or in his voice. And yet Kinji showed no intention of hiding his irritation now. That's true, but considering we're in the same line of work, it's not like we're strangers or anything. You're so into her that you buy her every day, right? Ken, why not redeem her? Because why would I pay for the cow when I'm getting the milk for... Well, I'm still buying it. Never mind. Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? That typical bullshit. But he's still paying for it. So, I mean, to them, it's like, if you're gonna come here and pay to buy her every single day, wouldn't it be better to just, like, instead of renting her out every day, pay the buy her fee? Feel like it'd be cheaper. But there's men who are like, whoa, 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 I don't want that kind of commitment. So you're gonna go broke fucking a courtesan when you... Okay, sure, brah. Sure, brah. Plus, there's a bunch of married men that are doing it, so obviously. Anyway. You played with such an innocent girl's heart, so it's only right to take responsibility and redeem her. Kinji's mood is getting worse. You lot! And then the chaperone comes in. Okay. I just think that's really interesting, because, like, calling out to him, we're like, hey, Kinji, eyes on me. And he's like, oh, okay. But seeing them saying all that stuff is kind of fun, but it makes him more and more angry. So, like, we're breaking his heart, but you know what I mean? Like, it's pushing him away. So, interesting. We can skip to the next section. Oh, and then, okay, this is the same thing. So this is our last, or not. There we go. I'll just have to pray harder, and then we'll skip this. So we're doing this, the talismans, Otaro's burning the place down. Oh, okay, so she's like, you fell for it, I was after Spacey. Right, so he had come and he was blocking us. Okay, so he's like, Spacey! Ken? Dead. It was so sudden that I couldn't react. On top of that, the black threads were squeezing me, trying to crush my entire body, and they're going to. I can't breathe. Though I managed to continue my prayers, I felt like I would suffocate if nothing was done. Okuni, release her at once. You don't have to take orders from you. Stop. Please don't hurt her any further. Kinji swung his blade, desperate to save me, but Okuni simply used her robes to bat him away with ease. Spacey, you must stop that spell at once. Your power is dangerous. If you stop right now, I will spare your life. We were in the same brothel, after all. But if you resist, I won't hold back. Stop the spell, stop the spell. If I do as Okuni says, then I won't be able to save everyone. I can't accept something like that. Then, please, I'm begging you, remove these black threads from me. Believing that it would help everyone even a little, I prayed even harder. See, we end up dead because, like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean? It's like almost like an arrogance in a way, but it's not. But it's like I'm going to start praying, and then it attacks, and she's like, no, I'm just going to keep doing it. It'll be better. And it's like, I get the, like, I have to fight the evil, but sometimes maybe you just stop for a second to protect yourself. And then when she's let you go and you're winning a little, then you start back. You know what I mean? But like, now is not the time to fight and keep doing the spell and fight harder when you're being choked to death. Okay. I'll stop. You stop your spell. They go off. They're doing their battle. And then you start again. You know what I mean? Like, you would have a chance to cast the spell again while people are fighting her. Now is not the time to do it where you're just going to get choked out. So, So it's almost like a stupid thing. Like, no, I'm being so noble and I'm going to save it. You're going to end up dead, dumbass. Like, there was a time and a place to fight. And this is the time and place to fight, but this isn't the moment. This is where you need to step back and be like, I'm going to stay out of it this time and wait in the wings until I'm called as backup. You know what I mean? Like, stop and survive and then start the spell up, But But I mean, if we did that, then we wouldn't have a short bad end where we die. So, okay. But anyway, that's what's gonna get us killed. So that's your answer? A child who can't listen to her elders deserves punishment. Ah! The pain was so much that I stopped my prayers. Ow! Ah! It felt like I was trapped in a giant hand and was slowly being crushed. I couldn't breathe properly. I could no longer feel my arms and legs. Oh, stop! Kenji? You were pushing yourself again, weren't you? Your cheeks are drawn and you have some awful bags under your eyes. You'll be killing yourself if you stand on stage like that. I won't scold you, so just take a break for Thank you, Okuni, but I can disguise the paleness on my face with makeup. You don't need to worry. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm seriously worried about your health. I know, but Okuni, I don't have time. I need to succeed as an Onagata as soon as possible, or my mother may never find me. It's nice that we're hearing some of the backstory, because I don't know if we heard this part before. What do you mean by that, dear? Don't tell me that's why you look so sick. I mean, she kind of told us the story, but I don't think we had this necessary, scene, this exact scene. Say, Okuni, you're the form folk of Izumo no Okuni, right? Now, hold on. Don't change the subject. If I die without being able to meet my mother, I want a form folk to inherit my will. I want him to become a man more beautiful than any woman. I want him to become the best Onagata, and then my mother will find me. Form folk don't have lifespans unlike humans. Unless they're forgotten, they can live on forever, just like you. I'll never forget my mother, and until I make it as an Onagata and meet her, I won't let anyone forget. This poor fucking man, though. You gotta feel bad for him. Oh, dear. I should be heading back to make my preparations. I'm glad that I was able to meet and talk with you one last time. That just now... I was shaken by the unfamiliar scene that popped into my head. But it didn't end with just one. More and more flooded into my mind. Oh, look! The short bad end gives us Hibie! I don't remember the voice we gave him, so... Okuni, good morning. Hibie, good... Oh, good. You look much better today. Color has returned to your face. Yeah, I'm managing. How about you, Okuni? You seem to be working all the time. How's your health? You're such a worrywart. I'm a form folk. A form folk like me couldn't possibly get sick. That's right. I forgot. Actually, I'm glad you're worried about me. But still, your friend hasn't caught on yet, has he? He won't hurt you anymore now that I'm here to protect you. Your friend. See, who's this friend? Me, Side-Eye and Otaro. I'm just saying, he's the end route. We know Hibie is a big problem. I'm just saying. Before it was Hibie is the big bad, and then all of a sudden in this one it adds Hibie has a friend that keeps making them stay mad, and it's like... And before, in Yoichi's route, right, Hibie was like, I'm gonna kill you, I hate everyone, ah! And you were like, damn, psycho. And in this one, he's like, I really hate that I'm mad all the time. He's like, but I want to kill people, but I don't want to be pissed, but I hate them. It seems like they're almost humanizing him, like making him seem less like just a complete and utter psycho. I mean, obviously, the best part about a villain, the best villains, guess that's what I meant, is like when they're humanized, when it's like you can kind of see how they ended up where they are, and you're like, no, but they suck, but like, God, I kind of feel for them though. But like, I mean, they're doing it all wrong, but like, shit though. You know what I mean? And they make you feel something. Aside from, I want to leap in here and stab you so frickin' hard. Those are also good villains when they piss you off so much. You're like, I don't mind those either. Like, I hate you so much. Like, the writers, whoever created you, made you so hateful. I just want to choke you to death. That's good too, because, like, they're hateful. You know, there's nothing worse than a villain you're like, yeah, but I mean, like, they suck, but, like, I don't really get what they were doing, and, like, eh, you know? You want to be like, what the fuck? Oh, but, like, I totally get it. But, like, still, man! And, like, so I don't necessarily, like, they came out with Hibiye just being a psycho, and you're like, the fuck is up with this guy? Obviously, we weren't meant to have all of the information on him. So, of course, he was very one-dimensional. You're like, there's more to you. There's more story here. You just don't know what it is, right? Now we're getting a little bit more, and he almost seems more human, like, okay, what we saw of you in Yoichi's route was just all the hatred and the anger, okay, and he still has that here, but because like Okuni mentioned that in her diary, but we're also seeing him being a little bit more normal and human and like not just a little ball of rage. Like he's got more dimensions than that, and that's kind of cool because you're like, okay, so maybe you weren't always evil and something, who knows, but obviously in the Black Threads, like, look what happened. She got kind of possessed probably by Hibiye and then was possessing other people and doing things. Like, so it's the negativity and the evil that's spreading, but, like, how did it get Hibiye? He's not the root of all evil. Something else is. And that's kind of interesting. I like that. The twist. But who's his friend? We're going to find out in Otaro's route, which makes me sus, right? But Hibiye not being the big bad, that there could be somebody else, or in league with him anyway, holding hands, skipping through the daisies as besties, is very intriguing, and I'm here for this. But I like that, like, Okuni sees him and he's kind to her and she's kind to him, and it's like, see, they're humanizing him, and you're like, okay, that's cool. Like, so he's got something out, more depth to him than just hate you, want to kill you, and like, maybe, well, because well, he said he was a god. Maybe he was, and maybe our clan did something to... I don't remember if he said that. I mean, we'll get the full story later, but there's obviously a story here, and I'm just... obviously was never doubting that. But I like the fact that they're rounding him out a little, and it's like, okay, you're making him more interesting than just, he is a character here to hate you and push the plot forward as evil. And you're like, yeah, but what else is he? No, just evil. He's not just evil. Interesting. So fun. Look who's being the worrywart now. We must be two of a kind, then. Anyway, it's been a while since we've had a proper conversation. I should be going to the daytime open house, but why not skip it and chat for a while? I'd love to. I'm glad you asked. I also want to talk with you a little more. I'm Izumono Okuni's... Why, you were... and yet you rushed to your death! Huh, interesting. Please treat me... tonight. These were likely Okuni's past memories. They passed into me through the black threads, filling my skull to the point where it felt like it would burst. This is not a short bad end, just FYI. Oh, Kenji's calling to us, but we can't hear him. And then he's fighting with Okuni. We can't hear anything. Ah! I'm in pain. I feel sick. My head hurts. It hurts. 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 Oh, that sounded like something snapped. She just crushed my skull. That's Kenji screaming. Because we just died. I think we just died. And that was him screaming because we died. Oh, okay, it was a shorter bad ending. I was like, this ain't that short, though. But I mean, it's because there's a lot of stuff to interject with on that one. Oh, my precious, beautiful Kenji, I can't believe they did this to you. Oh, God, those bad endings were bad. Oh. Okay, Kenji. Oh, it's the look on his face. I'm like, there's two versions of this one? I don't remember. It was after the blood splatter. It probably changed and I didn't notice. But, like, he's all angry and then he's like, oh, look at his sad little face. He's, like, so determined to do what you ask. And then he's like, but I don't wanna. Oh, our poor little Kenji baby. Stop it. It's so sad. Oh, at least in this one, we both died, to be fair. You know, he just, killed himself afterwards so that he wouldn't turn into a Blightfall fully. And the other one, Okuni just crushed my skull. You heard the twisting and the snapping, and it was like, ooh, shit. What was that? It wasn't good. Nothing good comes out of that sound. Shit. Like, snap my skull like a fucking walnut. Jesus. Ugh. But okay. So, no, good. Love it. Well, I mean, obviously not the bad ends. The bad ends are, like, always a little, whoopsie. Whoopsie. I was trying to, like, whoops. Kenji. Oh, God, he's so beautiful. Look at him. I like how they show the back of his head, too. Never noticed that. Jacket on, jacket off. It's funny because it looks almost exactly the same. His jacket is just like a robe. It's just like, it's like a scarf. It's hardly much of a jacket. You know what I mean? Interesting. Because it's literally just like the green part and then the red, well, it's like a brownish red. Maybe it's black. I'm not sure what color it's supposed to be, but you know what I mean? It's literally just that. It's like a shawl. And then like, it literally is a scarf more than a jacket, to be honest. It's kind of funny. Huh. It's also like the way his like, I don't know what it would be called. It looks like a cape, but you know what I mean? I don't know what it was actually called, but that looks like it drapes differently in that sketch too. Cause like you can see like the scarfy parts hanging down in front, but you can see then the other part that's got like gold tassels on it with the little like purple and white stripy spots kind of thing. Like that is draped differently behind like, is it really? No, maybe it's really not. No, you know what? It's probably really not. It's just you can't see it as much because of the scarf and fur. I don't know why I'm analyzing the drawing so much, but like, it's Kenji, man. Like, you think I'm not gonna stare at him for like an hour? Anyway, adorable, precious, perfect. I love him. Oh, but you know what's next? Tominari! Look at that! Woo! Gonna be interesting. I still feel like we got some kind of connection with Tominari. I'm kind of curious. Oh, you know what? I don't feel like we've done this every single time, but I'm curious as to what Otome Kitten thought of Kenji. Let's see. Vane! Kabuki Superman. Hell yeah. He works as a kabuki actor, widely recognized. Yep, okay. That's his backstory. If there's a route in this game I have no doubt most folks would enjoy be Kenji's. Yep. Otome-esque elements out of the 6 and strikes me as a perfect balance between plot and romance. I want to gush how much I enjoy the Entertainment District's common route. It better be because of Tatsunosuke and Ruriko. Among the 3 common stories, this one had the most hilarious interactions with both the main and side characters. Which are incredibly like, Yubuta can have it, okay? I mean, okay, listen. I know in other games, mostly Sympathy Kiss, because we're playing that one in tandem with this right now, unless you're watching this a year later or whatever. We definitely disagreed on certain love interests, or raving about them, and I'm being like, no, this is beige and boring, what the fuck? But, like, I'm here for, yes, Yubuta can get it, absolutely, okay? As for Kenji's story, it was admittedly a little predictable, but in the best way possible. Gleefully exclaiming, I knew it at various points in the story. I mean, I feel like points like that might be like when you were, when he's like clutching his chest, you're like, he's cracking, isn't he? Really cute interactions. Head over heels and down bad for Kenji. Honestly, though, who could blame her for the main character? Yes. He makes me a No, I 100% get this girl in this. The confession scene is moving too. Points for the sprite variation for both of us. But, okay, points for the sprite variation for everybody, honestly, and the sprites in general, especially when Komame is involved and she's sitting on heads and she's in arms and like they actually move her around and stuff. But yes, definitely for Kinji giving him an Onagata sprite. So instead of like it's his normal sprite and we're supposed to like, oh, he just magically changed it on makeup. We're supposed to just, no, they gave him a sprite fully dressed up. And it's like, damn, cool. I like that. So, yeah, like seeing the heroine in an elaborate kimono with a different hairstyle and Kinji in his Onagata sprite is such a nice bonus. Yeah, I agree with that. I like those a lot. But again, I think they've done really good with the sprites. And like, if I have to get dressed up for something, like in Tojo's route, we had to get dressed up to go to like lunch with the ladies. They actually showed her differently. So like, it's always nice instead of like, oh, I was wearing an elaborate kimono, and you're like, okay, no, you're not. You know? Or like Kinji showed up in his pajamas and you're like, no, he looks the same. No, he was in his pajamas. You know, like they did a very good job in this game keeping the sprites kind of consistent with how they're describing the scenario. So, like this. Oh, oh no, fuck off. Why in the world did that open? Stupid fucking Edge. Kinji's best ending made me feel warm and fuzzy. You know that feeling when you just couldn't help but smile like a total goof? Yeah, it was that kind of happy. I mean, the whole thing made me feel like that because, Jesus. Well, first of all, Tatsunosuke and Ruriko being happy together made me smile like a jackass. And then just Kinji makes me smile like an idiot. So fair enough, exactly. You know what I mean? So there you go. There's that. Oh, for Yoichi, I don't know if we read that, but all the CGs in this route were beautiful. I had to stare at them for a good minute or two before moving on with my life and then crossed out with my life. Like, they really are. Before moving on, do you ever move on from that? No, but all right. So we will do Tominari next. We are getting down to it. I really am going to miss this game. We really only have 2 routes left. I know it's going to take us another, like, month or 2 to finish because, like, you know, if you think, I don't even know how long some of the routes are anymore, but even if they're, like, 10 out, I mean, that's still, like, we don't play every single day because I've yet to catch back up. I'm like good at keeping like to get to the point where I'm like, okay, maybe we're getting to 3 weeks ahead, and then it's like, ah, shit, stuff happens, and then I'm like, we're like 2 weeks, which is fine because that's a decent buffer, but not enough where we could go daily because then it'd be like I'd be playing catch up every fucking week, and I'd be struggling. So I know, but anyway, but still, it's only June. Actually, by the time this posts, it might be July. But, like, damn, we're gonna be here. Oh, it's okay. We got all the time in the world, guys. Time is not gonna run out on it. And if it does, that means the whole universe exploded and we all go out together and, like, whatevs. We're not gonna know the difference. It's okay. If the sun decides to go supernova and kill us all, whatever, we're all gonna die together. So, you know. But, like, as far as a majority of us go, we have time to finish it. It's okay. I hope we do. Damn, don't bring the room down, guys. Sorry, I'm watching the bird preen himself now. But, you know, it'll be okay. I keep thinking, like, we don't have that many games in backlog, but we kind of do. Actually, technically, on my stack of 4 games over there, 2 of them are not playable. Like, so I really only have 2 right now. Even though we were, like, Otome games were, like, coming out and we're like, God, we hit the mother load! We're never gonna catch up! It's like, they're really only 2... Where are the rest of them? Wasn't there a fuck ton of them coming out this year? What happened? I feel like a game hasn't been released in so long. Although, to be fair, P-Cube is localizing a lot of them, and we cannot play those ones. And Voltage is also releasing some games, and we also cannot play those, so it does limit what we can play. P-Cube, we can play up to certain points on them, but I don't think they've released anything recently, because I have not heard from them. you know, in regards to like, hey, you want to record this game? And yes, I do, always. You know, but yeah. Hmm. But like Idea Factory International, Automate, they haven't really, I feel like nothing's come out in a while. Huh. And just in case, I know people know that like the Red Bell's Lament is coming out, but that is technically Voltage, so please don't ask if we can play that one because no, we can't. Um, they get you by calling themselves Amulet or whatever the fuck they're trying to call it now, but they're Voltage. It's still Voltage, and we know that they're a big no. They don't let you play their games at all, at any little bit. So that is unfortunately that one does look good though. I will be playing that on my own, but you know. I'm just saying, like, maybe by the time we end this in like 2 months, maybe there'll be more to choose from. Otherwise, it's like, pick one of the two that I have. A or B, guys. Call them A or B. You don't really get a choice at this point, but I think we have some on Steam that I've saved. Not on Steam, but yeah, we definitely have older ones. And I definitely have some that I bought directly on Switch that I don't have a physical copy for, so I'm gonna have to look through so you guys have a poll. I don't know why I'm talking about this now. I'm preparing in advance, like we're not gonna be here until like September doing this, so you know. Yeah, probably. God, the fuck is it almost July? It's probably July. No, it is July when this posts. How is it July? I mean, I'm still in June, but I'm still like, no, it just, what the fuck? God damn time. Okay. I need to go get a drink and lie down. And I mean, I need alcohol and I need to lie down and contemplate everything and have an existential crisis because what even is time? Jesus. I might be done with that by the time you see this and it's July, but then at that point I'll be like, oh my God, the part's going up. It's August. So prepare for that one. Anyway, I will. Sorry. Ow, and my chest hurts. Oh, dear God. Anyway. Just imagine I just want to be her hand. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.